In the mid-17th century, England plunged into an unprecedented crisis, a civil war fought not against foreign invaders, but between its own people. The nation was split into two warring factions, leading to 3 years of brutal, unrelenting conflict. On one side stood the Parliamentarians representing the urban middle class and the rising gentry. They sought to limit the power of the monarchy and establish a system of governance rooted in law and civil representation. Opposing them were the Royalists, loyal to King Charles III, who firmly believed in the divine right of kings, that his crown was granted by God, and no man had the right to question his authority. After years of stalemated fighting, Parliament realized that determination alone would not win the war. They reformed their military and created an entirely new force, the New Model Army. This was England's first professional army, one that valued merit over noble birth. Under the command of Sir Thomas Fairfax and Oliver Cromwell, the New Model Army was rigorously trained, strictly disciplined, and uniformly clad in striking red coats. These were not just soldiers, they were men of conviction and purpose. In June 1645, after a string of minor Royalist victories in the West, King Charles III launched a counter-offensive. He marched north, aiming to reclaim lost territories and regain the initiative in the war, but Parliament was ready. The New Model Army swiftly mobilized, pursued the king, and prepared for battle. On June 14, 1645, under a thick morning fog that blanketed the fields and hampered visibility, the two armies confronted each other near the village of Naseby. The Royalists, numbering around 7,000 to 8,000, were led by Prince Rupert of the Rhine, Charles III's nephew, a bold and aggressive cavalry commander known for his impetuousness. The Parliamentarians brought 13,000 troops, including disciplined infantry and elite cavalry, personally led by Oliver Cromwell. The battle began with a fierce Royalist assault. Prince Rupert charged the Parliamentarian left flank with his cavalry, shattering the initial line and gaining early momentum. But that quick victory turned into a fatal mistake. Rupert's cavalry pursued the fleeing enemy too far, abandoning the main battlefield. By the time they turned back, it was too late. On the right flank, Cromwell launched a devastating counterattack, overwhelming the Royalist cavalry. His troops outmaneuvered and flanked the enemy, slicing through their ranks with discipline and precision. In the centre, the infantry of the New Model Army advanced steadily in tight formation, pressing forward step by step. With no reinforcements, no cohesive lines, and their flanks collapsing, Charles I's army was surrounded and began to disintegrate. The proud king narrowly avoided capture, escaping only thanks to a desperate charge by his personal guard, who cut a path through the chaos. Within just a few hours, the fields of Naseby became a graveyard for the Royalist cause. Around 1,000 Royalist soldiers were killed. More than 4,500 were captured, including many senior officers. Parliament's losses were minimal, only a few hundred casualties. It was a near-total victory. Worse still for the king, the Parliamentarian forces captured all of his baggage, weaponry, and personal correspondence, including secret letters in which Charles sought support from foreign powers. That became the final nail in the coffin for Charles. Not only had he been defeated on the battlefield, but he had also lost his honor and the trust of his people. And that was the Battle of Naseby. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos. See you next time.